start this video. I quit my job. I quit my job a month ago and I was miserable. I was the worst that I have ever been, physically, mentally, everything. And today I signed a dream opportunity. It's double my income. It's everything I wanted to do. I'm gonna be leading a team. I feel like such an imposter right now. It's insane, but I wanted to talk to you today through what I did and how I got here. So yes, I quit my job and it was a bad idea, but it all turned out in the end. First, I want to say that I don't advise you to do what I did at all. I mean, it was the best thing I ever did, but it was also one of the most irresponsible things I have ever done. So while I want to teach you what I did, I do want to preface this that before you quit your job, maybe you should have some money or some savings or a plan in case that it goes wrong, because I did not. And it caused me a lot of stress. Like, everything turned out fine in the end, but in the beginning it wasn't fine at all. But maybe let's start at the beginning. So I had a dream for ages of being my own boss and about starting a company. And the mindset just wasn't there. Like, I tried during college, I started my travel blog, I started business after business. I tried to become an influencer for a while, and maybe I'm filming this video, so in some ways I am still trying. I mean, my final dream is still to take Studio I full time, but I also know that that is not necessarily a possibility right now. So that's why I'm supporting it with my other passion, which is social media marketing, which is something that I am really good at, and which is also what the job that I got now will be about. But so I had this dream of running my own business, being independent, earning a lot of money, but I was holding myself back all the time because I was like, this life wasn't made for me, I'm not meant to be rich, my mindset around money was completely wrong. So it didn't go well. So I finished my studies in a field that I wasn't really passionate about, and then I rolled into the job market. Now keep in mind, I rolled into the job market right after the coronavirus hit, so it was kind of a difficult time to navigate the industry. And I did end up with a job that earned me a decent income for my first job, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. And then I switched to my second job, which I liked a lot better, but which took a heavy mental toll on myself. It was way too high paced, it was a toxic work environment, and overall it was just not a healthy situation to be in. I think that partly I was unhappy because I am not meant to work for a boss. I am not meant to not be my own boss and to not have my own responsibilities. And that is why, after I ended up in a pretty bad burnout, I decided to just quit my job. And this is the very unhinged behavior that I had. Just quitting my job without any plan of what I was gonna do afterwards and without any security net was one of the stupidest things I have ever done. But it turned out fine, and here is why. When I got the burnout, I did realize that I didn't want to return to the job that I had before. So I already started thinking of ways that I could hold myself over until I was fine to work full-time again. And the answer to that for me was freelancing. Finding freelance jobs was like building a bridge. So I slowly started building up more work until I could kind of sustain myself. It wasn't a comfortable life at all. It still isn't. I'm gonna be broke as hell for if you can hear, my cat is playing with a stick. And it's one of the cutest sticks I've ever seen. So yeah, so I built a bridge. I built a bridge between the unhappy place and the happy place where I wanted to go. This is also where I started to take Studio I very seriously, and where I really started building the foundations and the business plan and everything that I needed to go forward. And that is the place that I eventually want to end up. But now I am in this bridge place that has become a solid foundation on which I can build upon further. So if you're extremely unhappy in your job right now, if you're really unhappy in the situation where you are, build a bridge. Start building a bridge. And that can be a wobbly bridge like those, yeah, like those hanging bridges that wobble when you walk on them. It can be a bridge like that. But that bridge can turn into a very solid, like the Brooklyn Bridge, and even then into a whole entire foundation that you can build upon when you go further. A hanging bridge can be enough to leave an incredibly toxic situation. And that can be saving up enough money or trying to find like little freelance tasks next to your job, so eventually you can sustain yourself on that and then quit the toxic environment that you are in. Now, what I do advise that you do is to really think about where you want this bridge to go. Because once you're on the bridge, it's going to be very hard to turn. So I wouldn't suggest just jumping and not knowing where you're gonna go. Like, I jumped, it was irresponsible, but I did really know where I wanted to go. I wanted to find a freelance job that earned me a lot of money, that would leave me enough time to build up my business and to invest part of that money that I earned through freelancing into my business so it can grow, basically. And that's what I did. I applied for freelance jobs and they got slightly bigger and bigger and bigger, and that is how I eventually ended up with a full-time freelance job that earns me double my income that I had when I was working like for a boss. Only 3 months later, I think, I got my burnout in May earlier this year, and now half a year later I am starting my dream job. Like, it's still insane to me. So yeah, build your bridge and start walking that bridge. It is possible. It might take some time, but it is possible. Don't stay in a place that keeps you small because it's safe. Start building that bridge. Put in the effort and put in the extra hours and start building that motherfucking bridge, because the end that comes after that is so worth it. This was the most rambly video I have ever made, I think, but I am still mind blown. I just got a call like fucking 5 minutes ago. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I inspired you to start working on your dreams, because they can become reality. I used to believe that I wouldn't be able to do this, and I did. I motherfucking did, and it's surreal. It's surreal. It has to come down and it has to, oh my god, little kitty cat, you're so cute. Wow. Start building your bridge. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.